Hey dudes! Welcome back to my channel, Salamat 2020. I'm Erwin Aragon, your presenter. In this presentation, we'll be having our discussions in general mathematics. Ito ay napapaloob sa ating Quarter 1 Module 5. It's all about exponential function. Exponential functions occur in various real-world situations. Sa tulong ng ating question and answer, or the Q&A portions with complete solutions na ating pag-uusapan mamaya to help you master representing real-life situations. So let's keep on watching to gain more knowledge about exponential. Okay, let's proceed to what I need to know. Ano ang dapat nating matutunan dito? This will give you an idea of the skills and competencies you are expected to learn after watching this video. Okay, ito yung dapat nyong malaman. Definitions of exponential expressions. Okay, number 2, descriptions and examples of exponential functions, exponential equation, and exponential inequalities. So we have to differentiate among the three: exponential functions, exponential equations, and exponential inequalities. How they are different, paano sila magkaiba, how they are similar, paano sila magkapareho. So we will give some examples to illustrate some of their different exponential functions and their transformation. Many applications involve transformations of exponential functions. Some of the most common applications in real life of exponential functions are their transformation are population growth, exponential growth and exponential decay. And the other one is the compound interest. Yan ating pag-usapan maya. That is the exponential functions are used to model real life situations. Yan ating gagamitin mamaya to introduce the concept of exponential function. Okay, ito na yung ating question and answer portion. So, for items 1 to 4, determine whether the given expression is an exponential functions, exponential equations, exponential inequality, or none of these. Refer to the choices below. So, ito yung mga choices natin. So, A, exponential functions, B, exponential equations, C, exponential inequality, D, none of this. So for item 1, we have y is equal to 3 raised to x. Expresses a relationship between two variables, x and y. And this implies that f of x is equal to b raised to x, and the y variable can be written in a form of f of x. That is equal to b raised to x. And also we have here b is greater than 0. So what are the values of b which are greater than 0? So alam natin yan, greater than 0. And we have here the restrictions also. B should not be equal to 1. So ang b natin mag-start ng 2 and above. So a given f of x can also be written in the form of 3 raised to x. Ang b of x natin, a given item is 3 raised to x, and this x represent our exponent. Exponent yan. Then this exponent refers to variable. So ibig sabihin yan, that is a liter. Yan, mga litra yan. Yung ating variable. Other parts of the exponential expression, so yan, yung b natin represent the base. Yan, it also refers to a constant. So ibig sabihin, numbers which is greater than 0, yan, b greater than 0, that is our base, and b should not be equal to 1. So, ang tamang sagot out of the choices, so the exponential function. Okay, since it by definition, so f of x, it means the functions of x. Yan, exponential function. Number 2, our item is 4 raised to x plus 1 is greater than 1 over 64. So this is an exponential expression with a variable in the exponent. Yan is greater than 1 over 64. So there's an involvement of inequality sign here. So yan, inequality. So let us underline that is inequality. So, okay, so let us choose the answer. So A, exponential functions, B, exponential equation, C, exponential inequality, D, none of this. Okay, it's very clear that this is exponential inequality. So number 3, the item is 2 raised to 5x minus 9 is equal to 4 raised to x. So the item is there's an involvement of the equality sign. Yan, equal sign. Yan, yung x natin, that is a variable. It is represent to the letter. Yan ang ating exponential expression, and this could be identified as exponential equation. Yan, for number 4, the item is 5 is equal to x squared minus 6x, and this is a polynomial equation. So bakit? It is expressed in a form of yan, a sub n, okay, is our numerical coefficient, then x is our variable, then raised to n. So yan, ang katabi ng x is the numerical coefficient, that is 1. Yan, imaginary 1 yan. Then we have the x squared minus 6x. So this x is our base in a form of variable. Yan ang polynomial equation. Di katulad ng exponential expression, the variable is constant number. Yan. So here the variable of the polynomial is liter. Yan, that is a base of the polynomial. And the exponent is expressed in constant. So number ang exponent ng polynomial equation. So our item is in the form of polynomial. So the answer is D, none of this. This polynomial equation is in the second degree equation because of the exponent of 2. Yan. Okay, number 5. If a certain growth of bacteria depends upon the formula what is y when x is equal to negative 2. So ito yung ating equation, or the formula is given y is equal to 200 quantity 4 raised to x. Yan. A 23.5, B 22.5, C 12.5, D 11.5. So here's the solution. So in our formula, y is equal to 200 a quantity 4 raised to x. So an x is equal to negative 2, that is given. So yan, then the value of x is negative 2. Yan, let's substitute the negative 2 with our exponent, which is x. Yan natin substitute. Then the equations become 200 the quantity negative 2. Yan, but 4 raised to negative 2 is equal to 1 over 4. Since this is a reciprocal negative exponent, ibig sabihin yan, that is a reciprocal, the numerator will become the denominator and the negative 2 will become positive 2. So yan, 4 squared, that is 4 times 4. So this is equal to 1 over 16. And let us continue to simplify. That is y is equal to 200. So 1 over 4 squared. Okay, yan. That is 4 squared, 16. So 200 times 1 is 200. And 4 squared, that is 4 times 4 is 16. 200 divided 16 is 12.5. So the answer is 12.5. Number 6, what is f of x is equal to 2 raised to negative x if x is equal to negative 3. So choices na rin. A is 8, B is 6, C 1 over 6, D is 1 over 8. So our given functions is f of x is equal to 2 raised to negative x, and the value of x is negative 3. So this function makes f of x is equal to 2. So the value of x negative 3. So that is given. Then negative times negative, that is positive. Yan, magiging positive yan. So the functions is f of x is equal to 2 to positive 3, then 2 raised to 3. So we multiply the base thrice. So 2 times 2 times 2. So the product is 8. So the answer is 8. For number 7, barangay has 1,000 individuals and its population doubles every 60 years. What is the barangay's population in 10 years? So here's the choices. A 1008, B 1020, C 1122, D 1182. As we read back to our problem, a barangay has 1,000 individuals and its population double every 60 years. What is the barangay's population in 10 years? So this is the example real life exponential functions. So that's transformations of the population's growth. So the population growth, it says that suppose a quantity y doubles every t units of time. And if y sub o is the initial amount, then the quantity y after t units of time is given by this equation. So y is equal to y sub o, quantity 2 raised to t over t. So we have here the given y sub o is equal to 1000. That is the initial amount. So yan ang given natin, 1000 individuals. So then the y is the, we are asking for the barangay's population in 10 years. So yan. And the capital T is 60 years, referring to the populations, the double in a period of 60 years. So T, small t, is required for the barangay populations after 10 years. So what's the barangay's populations will make after 10 years? So the equations is y is equal to y sub o, that's double 2, yan, that is referring to our exponential model, yan, t over capital T. So let's substitute all the quantity here. The initial amount is 1000, we double 10 years, that is small t, in capital T, that is 60 years. Then get all the product, then that is 1122. For number 8, the half-life of a substance is 400 years. What is the exponential model for these situations if the initial amount is 200 in t? So we have here the choices. Y is equal to 200, equal to 1 half 400 over t. B, y is equal to 200, a quantity 1 half raised to t over 400. C, y is equal to 200, a quantity 1 half raised to t over 400. D, y is equal to 400, a quantity 1 half raised to 400 over t. So let's do this exponential decay, since this is a model of radioactive decay. So ibig sabihin nito, the half-life of radioactive substance is the time it takes for half of the substance to decay. So that's the half-life of radioactive substance here indicated as our base of the exponential model. Yan, half-life. So let us list down all the given. So y, it represents the exponential model for this situation. So y sub o is the initial amount, then the time is t, represent the time in years, then the other is t, capital T, is 400 years. So we are asking for the exponential model for this situation if the initial amount is 200 milligram. So with all these informations, we come up with this exponential model. Y is equal to 200 and 1 half, that is the half-life, then raised to t over 400. So that is our t is 400 years. So the answer is B. So number 9, so Philippine peso is 10,000 is invested at 2% interest compounded annually. What's the exponential model for this situation? Here's the choices. Y is equal to 10,000, quantity 2 raised to t. B, y is equal to 10,000, quantity 1.02 raised to t. C, y is equal to 10,000, quantity 0.2 raised to t. D, y is equal to 10,000, a quantity of 0.02 raised to t. The exponential function and its transformations method is used is to compound the interest. So it says if a principal P is invested at an annual rate of R compounded annually, then the amount after t years is given by these equations. So the P is just like the beginning amount that was invested. That is a principal P at an annual rate of R. So we have here the given P that is 10,000 yan, and also the rate is 2%, that is equivalently to 0.02, that in 2%. And also we have here that t be the time in years. So we have here the equations of the compound interest. So let us all substitute all the given here in our equations. So yan. So A is equal to 10,000, quantity of 1 plus 0.02 raised to t. So that is 1 plus 0.02 yan. So look at the choices. So we have here the solutions. The exponential model is y is equal to 10,000, the quantity 1.02 raised to t. Okay, number 10. Which of these situations can be modeled by an exponential function? So there are common applications in real life of exponential functions, or the situations can be modeled by an exponential functions. So we have here the choices. A radioactive substance decays after t units of time. Okay, B, an amount deposited by Nathan in land bank of the Philippines earns a compounded interest of 7.5% yearly. Okay, letter C, a certain culture of bacteria doubles every an hour. D, all of the above. So which situation can be modeled by exponential? So given here the population growth. Yan. So then another one, so exponential decay. Then the third one is compound interest. So the first three letters can be modeled by an exponential function. So the answer is all of the above. Okay, if you have some questions and clarifications, just comment down below. So thank you for watching and God bless.